Hello and welcome to my channel. I go by Danae and you are new here because this is a new channel. I also have another channel called Patiently Be, but we are starting something new over here. So over here, I will be discussing wellness, health, mental health, ways to improve, just different techniques and tools that we can take through daily life so that we can be better people, okay? Today, we are going to specifically talk about fasting and the importance of fasting. I've been fasting for over 8 years, so I pretty much know the ins and outs, and I'm comfortable to share them with you all. Typically, when people think about fasting, they think about weight loss. That is the number one thing people do. They just don't eat so that they can lose weight. But I want to let you know that fasting is so much deeper than that. First of all, you will get mental clarity. You will see where your brain is foggy, right? In areas that you don't notice because you've never ran on empty. Now, fasting is also good to get closer to the Lord. When you fast and you pray, that is a powerhouse. You can hear from God clearer. He can show you things, and it's just an amazing relationship. But back to weight loss, a lot of people do intermittent fasting where you have different there's different eating windows. So for example, you can do a 20 and 4, which means you basically starve or don't eat for 20 hours. And then you have a 4-hour eating window. And then there's an 18-6 where you fast for 18 hours and you have a 6-hour eating window. And people basically do it to their level of convenience. There's also water fast, or let's go back. There's liquid fasting where you only drink liquids. But it's liquids that are not, of course, high in calories. So you have some people who do smoothie fast and all of that stuff. I don't think that's a form of fasting, but we'll talk about liquid fasting with water. So that's when you only drink water. You'll drink water all day or for 5 days or how many ever days you do it. A lot of people put salt, and it is smart to sprinkle a little pink Himalayan salt in the water just for your electrolytes to kind of keep you going, to get the sodium balance and everything, especially when you start feeling lethargic, because that is one of these side effects of fasting. But you can definitely get through it if you put your mind to it. There's also a fast where you don't eat anything. That is called dry fasting. So a lot of people aim for dry fasting when they're trying to get rid of an illness, something that's going on internally. So with dry fasting, you don't drink water at all. And of course, you're not eating. I'm not a doctor. If you want to talk to a doctor, you can. A lot of these things I learned on my own without the help of a doctor. So I'm just sharing, and I'm still here. So I'm just sharing my experience. But if you do want to consult with a doctor, you go ahead and do that. But dry fasting, you are not drinking anything at all, and it's just a dry fast. And then there's an extreme version of dry fasting where not only are you not intaking any liquids or food, but you are also not bathing. You're not washing your hands, your teeth. You're not coming into physical contact with water at all. So that is a more extreme version of it. However, people do things like that as well. Now with me, when I started off, I did intermittent fasting where I was eating in a little window. I used the app called Zero, and that helps you track from the start to the end of your fast. And it also lets you go in and edit if you need to correct your time. It's just an awesome app. It caters to those who do intermittent fasting. And the thing I like about it is that it'll keep counting and counting and counting until you physically go in and stop it. So I love that about that. It will check in with you to see how you're feeling, but it's an awesome app. Again, it's called Zero, and I'll leave it down in the description box. And I did intermittent fasting, and I was doing keto, and I think my starting weight was like 170 something. And then when I was doing the keto and everything, I think I went all the way down to 117 pounds. This was years ago. Right now, I'm not even trying to see 117 pounds, but I just wanted to kind of get a feel of what was going on. And then I accidentally lost too much weight, right? But you live and you learn. So I did intermittent fasting at first, and then I learned about dry fasting and water fasting and all of that stuff. So I kind of took a turn and tried that, and then I just see the benefits of it. Even now, I'm not a faster. I don't fast as often as I used to. I used to be an extreme faster a couple of years back, but now I don't do it so much. But even now, I still have the benefits of when I used to fast those years ago for like those long fasts. Fasting is definitely the way to go. You can really just start to learn what it is that you really like to eat. And then you learn that food is important, but food really is not important. It's really not, right? So breaking a fast, when you break your fast, I always aim for something that is, or try to aim for something, because I'm not perfect. Sometimes I just dive into any meal of my choice, and that's a very bad idea, but I do it. But realistically, you want to aim for something that is very light and gentle on the stomach, because if you just jump into it, you're going to feel it. You may have diarrhea, digestion issues, bloating, and all the uncomfortable stuff that comes with this. So breaking your fast with like a bone broth that has protein, and then it has the animal oils and fats in it and things like that, that'll sustain you, or berries, or a combination of both, is going to help you in the long run. So when you go to indulge in your meal that you want, your stomach will already have a little bit of preparation. That's a good way to break your fast. I think the longest fast that I did without water or food was about, I think I may have been going into my 4th day. So I did a dry fast for like 4 days. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that, but I do know a thing or two about fasting. And if you read the Bible, the Lord fasted 40 days and 40 nights. Jesus did. So fasting has been going on for centuries upon centuries upon centuries, and so many centuries. And it's still today so beneficial. So beneficial. So let's go over 5 health benefits of fasting. I am reading from my phone. So number 1, improved insulin sensitivity. Fasting can help lower blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Number 2 would be cellular repair and autophagy. So during fasting, the body initiates a process called autophagy, where cells remove damaged components, promoting cellular repair and regeneration. Number 3 is weight loss. Fasting can lead to a calorie deficit, promoting weight loss and reducing body fat. It also boosts metabolism by increasing levels of norepinephrine. I'll go ahead and put that word on the screen, which aids fat burning. And then we have heart health and brain health. So those alone are good reasons to fast. If you've never done it before, or whatever, if you feel like you need to do it and you haven't done it in a while, your brain health, your heart health, the foundation of your body is going to be benefited when you go on a fast. If you're a person who has fast, leave it down below. I want to know what type of fast you do and why you do them, because the world of fasting is just so good. Like, it's so necessary. Like, it's such an interesting world, because a lot of people have their own reasons, and a lot of people have experienced different things during fast. And I'm just always interested in knowing your health, and your mental clarity is so important. So anything that you can do to better that, it just helps you become a better person to everybody, to yourself first and foremost, and to everybody else. You can show up better when you have a clear mind. That's another reason why I like fasting, because it's like the brain fog is non-existent. During the fast, you may feel a little brain fog because your body is trying to figure out why you're not feeding it. But once you get into like longer fast, or you fast for a longer period of time, your body will get used to it, and then it'll kind of regulate itself. Comment down below and let me know your fasting techniques. If you are new to fasting and you've never fasted before, I hope this video was very informative. I'll leave the link to the app that I mentioned down below so that you all can check that out. And yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to speaking to you all in the next video. Take care.